and I'm happy you were able to join this session with our facilitator. With introduction, A is an accomplished business analyst in the banking sector, an emerging leader who is also a global speaker. She is recognized for her exceptional skills and is an executive board member of the International Institute of Business Analysis, IBA. With over 12 years of experience across 14 African countries, she's a driving force behind business transformation and operational excellence. She is pursuing a second degree in information systems at the University of Cape Town, specializing in business and systems analysis. Her education equips her with advanced insight into information systems, enhancing her proficiency in her current role and prospects. Beyond her professional pursuit, she is passionate about mentoring aspiring analysts and contributing to initiatives that promote business literacy within communities. In her capacity as a senior business analyst, extends across various domains, including retail banking, wealth management, risk assessment, and regulatory compliance. Our role involves close collaboration with stakeholders, seamlessly bridging the gap between business needs and technological solutions. She conducts analysis, evaluates system functionalities, and offers innovative solutions to intricate business challenges, ensuring timely and budget-conscious project delivery. An active member of the IIBA, she is dedicated to professional development and industry enhancement. Through participation in workshops, conferences, and networking events, she remains current with the latest trends and methodologies in business analysis. A commitment to lifelong learning, coupled with her profound business insight and technical competence, has solidified our reputation as a reliable advisor within our organization. Our ability to articulate complex ideas clearly empowers stakeholders to make informed decisions and drive business success. She stands as an invaluable asset to the banking industry, embodying dedication and personal growth that inspire fellow professionals and emerging talents alike. Okay, that's quite robust, I must say. So, to our introduction, she's from South Africa, and I'm pleased to have you here. So, over to you.
Wow. Thank you very much, David, and thank you for that introduction. I had literally forgotten some of the things there, but thank you so much. You've reminded me. And thank you so much for also inviting me here. I truly appreciate it. I am quite honored to be part of your community, and I have seen what you and your community are doing. The great work and the session. Honestly, I am proud to be a member of your community while I'm here in South Africa myself. And
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the introduction. You've actually made my job shorter. And I am going to just welcome everyone on the call and thank you for making the time. As David has said that I am currently based in South Africa, I do acknowledge the time difference and thank you for being here today. And without any waste of time, I am not sure how we're doing this, David. Are we taking questions at the end? Are we going to allow questions on the chat so that maybe if there are any questions, people can just put them on the chat, or we can also just go by at the end of the session and take some questions?
Right. So we'll do it this way. While you run through your presentation, they can drop their question in the comment box. I will look at it. Then I will let you know so you can address them as at when due. Is that okay by you? Okay.
Thank you very much. So without any waste of time, I am going to introduce the topic that I'm going to be speaking on. And then before I do that, I wanted to just express the topic that I wanted to share today with the community. It is really looking at how we as business analysts can actually leverage of AI, artificial intelligence, to actually break all those barriers and start building bridges if we haven't started to do so. Important it is for us as business analysts to take advantage of the tools and the techniques that are presented to us, and namely one of them focusing on tonight, the artificial intelligence. So right into it, I am going to share my screen, and please do let me know when you can see, and I will then switch off the video.
Okay. Yeah, I can see your screen right now.
Mode, and yes, the screen there. You can see. Thank you very much for the confirmation, David. We are talking about business analysts leveraging of AI in order for us to break the barriers and look at how we can build bridges. I am not going to go into the introduction about Lungile. I am glad with the introduction that David has provided. And for further context, I am on LinkedIn, and my name on LinkedIn is Lungile, and my email address is showing there as lungile.mnguni@gmail.com. Okay. In an era, looking at the era where technology and business analysis has opened a lot of new opportunities, some of which were already existing, we may have not been aware of, but indeed there are opportunities to innovate, to grow as a business analyst as we harness the power of artificial intelligence. We do this to break those barriers, challenge the norms, and build bridges where we find ourselves in our professional landscapes. So through the expertise that we are able to adapt as business analysts, we have visions that is shaping the future of our profession and really making lasting impacts on the world of artificial intelligence driven insights. And really today and tonight, rather, I would like for us to explore how, as trailblazing analysts, are we embracing AI to lead and foster inclusivity in our domains. We look at how we embracing AI for data-driven insights. It is quite obvious that right now in this day and time, the customers that we are serving, could it be internal or external customers, we are looking at the insights that our data provides us in order for us to address those requirements, in order for us to address the needs of the customers, and also be able to come up with solutions that are relevant to our customers. So as business analysts, we are really at the forefront. We are really at the forefront of ensuring that the AI algorithms that are designed with fairness, and they are also inclusive of those who are part of that process or part of the solution that we're wanting to provide. We do this by advocating for ethical AI practices, and we also promote the unbiased decision making, leading to more equitable outcomes in the world of technology. It is very important that as much as we are leveraging of artificial intelligence, that we are also not biased to the human engagements. I know that it has been discussed in many forums how artificial intelligence is here to take our jobs, how artificial intelligence is here to replace us as business analysts. And I wish I was on camera right now to show my expression on how untrue that statement is. Artificial intelligence is not here to replace business analysis. However, using artificial intelligence, we can actually enhance how we conduct or how we as business analysts carry out our day-to-day activities, and how do we grow using the tool for our advantage? We drive innovation with artificial intelligence. We look at how innovation has been starting to show up, and it has been in our industry, could be in IT, could be in banking. I myself, coming from a banking background, there has been quite a number of innovations or solutions that have brought about amazing solutions for our customers. I will just take a pause here and give an example of how we have been able to, with the use of AI, pre-score customers and allow customers to actually take up personal loans without having to apply for one on the banking hall. They can do this at the comfort of their space, wherever they're at, because the system has now been able to pre-score them and already offer them a loan that is suitable for their needs. Using artificial intelligence, we've been able to conduct a customer behavioral science, where we look at the patterns of how our customers are actually trading, how are they transacting, and by so doing, we are able to bring about innovations and innovative solutions that speak to the needs of the customers, and that speaks to the core need. We no longer give customers personal loans when they're actually looking to get a building loan. We don't give customers unmerited personal loans when they're actually looking for study loans. So yes, by exploring artificial intelligence technologies and the understanding of the potential impact, we've identified novel ways to solve complex problems and also optimize our processes. And the creativity that is combined with artificial intelligence, really, it has been transformative, and the capabilities that lead to groundbreaking solutions in the world of technology realm. We talk a lot about technology space. We do know and we can advocate that business analysis is not only used or benefiting in the technological space, but we are seeing business analysis. I am not 100% sure, David and community, how is business analysis spreading out in your current space and environment? But I have seen how in Africa we are starting to have more and more of business analysts being recruited in all areas. It could be a health sector. There's a high need of business analysts in the health sector. In the mining industry, we are seeing a rise in terms of the business analysis skill being in demand. And yes, of course, in the banking sector. And that just goes to prove that we're not only solving because of the tech, but some of the solutions that we drive as the change agents may not be completely a technical tool, but also using artificial intelligence, we are able to then say, this needs programming, or this will need coding, or this will really just need the process to be improved. There are low-hanging fruits, and therefore we can actually optimize processes without just jumping into wanting to solve using a technical tool or having to go and purchase a new software and so forth. So really, it is proving that business analysis isn't going to be so much replaced by artificial intelligence, but artificial intelligence is also here to enhance how we do business analysis. So AI-driven insights, really, it enables BAs in analysis to understand the customer need. By leveraging on artificial intelligence, customer analytics, which takes place right in the background, we gain a deeper insight as to how do our customers or consumers behave and what is it that they prefer. So this already arms us with knowledge. Then we can design and personalize experiences and products, that will resonate with our diverse audiences. When we enter the world of employment as a new graduate, your needs are not as the same as someone who has already been in the working environment or in the employment space for a good 10 years. When you enter the world of employment as a graduate, your needs may not be the same as a business person or an entrepreneur who is just starting off. So with artificial intelligence, we are able, using data insights, to know and understand the different needs for different customers. And that enables us to start designing our solutions and our products specific and personalized to our customers. And this has actually proven, especially in the space in our country, where we have lots of people who are having startups, people who are wanting banks and financial institutes to financially support them as they start off their entrepreneurship, as they start off their different businesses, to say that I am needing of financial support. I may not be able to pay back the interest at which you charge the same as someone maybe who's taking up a loan for a different purpose. So by us using data insights, we are able to then formulate solutions and products that will speak to our different customers. And this has actually proven to enhance customer experience, because if I as a customer can already know that my bank, and please allow me to use the bank coming from a banking environment, that my bank can actually tell that I have taken a loan in the past 24 months. I have been able to pay the loan up to so much, and I should be, trusted in a way, or I should be eligible to come back and say, can I withdraw? Can I borrow from what? Yes, is someone speaking?
Yeah, just a quick one. I just got a message that they can't see your slide.
Okay. They can't see the slide that I'm on now, or the entire slide?
On the first slide. Just want to ensure we're on the same page.
Yes, we are still on the slide. It should read driving innovation with AI.
No. We have it reading business analyst leveraging AI to break barriers and build bridges. That's the first page we have here.
Okay, so let's just go back. Which one do you see now, Dave?
Do you want to stop sharing and share again?
Okay, maybe let's do that. Sorry about that. Let's see.
No worries.
Let me just go back to this one. Okay, it should. Okay.
Now I have driving innovation with AI.
Yes. Thank you very much. Can you please confirm with everyone if they can just give us a thumbs up to say that they can?
Please give a thumbs up. Are we on the same page now? Okay.
Great stuff.
I can see a lot of thumbs up there.
Nice.
If you have any question, please just drop it in the comment section so that she can finish her presentation. Then we'll take it right there. Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
All right. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, cool. Let me just maximize on my side. As I was still just sharing on how we use artificial intelligence to, enhance the customer experience, and why is it important for us to actually enhance customer experience. We do this in order for us to personalize our products and experience for different customers, as we cannot use a vanilla solution across all our customers. I do note that there is a hand up, David. Do you want us maybe to pause and just hear?
Right. So I can see Anna, your hand is up. Do you want to go for it?
Oh, apologies, David. I think I wanted to do a thumbs up.
I see.
Okay.
So, do you have any question at this point? Anybody?
I'm just following. Yeah, I think, no question.
Okay. Any other person, if you have any question, just give me a thumbs up right now, then we address your question before she moves on. Okay.
If there are no questions, we can just proceed. Maybe I'll also just share another example,
right,
David. And given the opportunity that I've worked in other countries. There is a country in Africa called Lesotho.
Yeah.
And we were actually looking at designing a new solution which speaks to pre-scoring our customers. But upon arriving in Lesotho, it's a very nice, small country. It's actually the kingdom of Lesotho and surrounded by mountains. It's very, very cold. And I know most of you will relate to that weather. And upon arriving there, what happened is we noticed a very high rise in terms of customers who would come in and request their statements. This is in the banking sector. And what we then did was to simplify the process of obtaining your bank statement. As you would imagine that you have a huge number of foot traffic on the banking hall where customers are coming in for the bank statement. And we thought by ensuring that customers can withdraw a bank statement from the ATM, we thought we were solving the problem. And to top it up, what we also did was to ensure that banking statement will have a date stamp to make it even more easy for customers. But upon data collection using customer insights, we found that the reason why most of our customers were coming in for the bank statement, it is because they wanted to go get a loan next door. So that went to prove that we were solving for a problem that did not really exist much. But had we actually engaged the customers and probed deeper, we would have found that customers are literally just wanting to be given a loan for specific needs. And by so doing, now that there are tools like artificial intelligence, we are able to now do an analytical research on what is the conduct of this particular customer. What are we seeing as a trend? Is there a pattern? Are we seeing most of our customers coming in during your June, July period? What season is this? What is the most need for our customers around this season? So by so doing, using the customer insights through the different tools of artificial intelligence, we've been able to solve for different customers using different solutions. So really, indeed, AI does enhance customer experience because now our customers are able to come in for relevant queries or relevant issues rather than being given a bank statement only for them to go and start a new customer profile with a new bank, and they're having to be scored and they will need documents and so forth. But if we already know and understand what is it that our customers need, we are able to offer them upfront different products that are personalized to their needs. So really for me, I have realized that AI, it's not here to replace business analysis. However, it is here to enhance, it is here to equip us as business analysts on how we can do our work even much better. Okay. So how are we as business analysts expected to advocate for AI? As a tool that we've identified that it is here to stay. I mean, it's only going to get more sophisticated. So the sooner we embrace the tools, the sooner we embrace the technology, but also responsibly so. I'm a big advocate for responsible artificial intelligence implementation. We are dealing customer data. We are dealing customer and what has happened now is that even with the regulators, even with the government sectors, they are putting in policies to say, as much as you are enhancing your customer experience, as much as you are enhancing your technological tools, you also need to be held responsible on how you implement your artificial intelligence tools in conjunction with customer data and so forth. So yes, we need to really understand how we can collaborate with AI and also just actively promote environments where we as professionals coming from different backgrounds, we can experience working together and embracing the diversity in fostering creativity and innovative thinking. And this will also help us in terms of how do we best deliver to our customers without compromising their data? How do we also ensure that our environments are not negatively impacted by the solutions that we are implementing using artificial intelligence? It is very important to also look at, do we adhere to the ethical guidelines when deploying our AI-driven solutions? We may not be all about numbers, but in order for us not to harm our environment, which will be in return harming ourselves, we need to advocate for that responsible use of artificial intelligence and also that non-biases when it comes to the implementation and deployment of AI-driven solutions. So in a nutshell, there is so much that is out there right now. I mean, I'm sure everyone on the call is somehow interacting with ChatGPT or any other AI tool. Right now in South Africa, ChatGPT is the it right now. All different types of the different versions of ChatGPT and also other AI tools. And we cannot run away from the fact that they are here to stay. They are to be used by us as business analysts. However, how do we therefore use them responsibly? And I mean, just for today, we may have not touched in a longer list of what is it exactly that AI is doing in our environment to enhance customer experience. And customer experience could be internal and could be external. My customers and my stakeholders that I am analyzing solutions for are my customers. And how do I then present back my requirements? I cannot really just take a business case, plug it into an artificial intelligence tool and ask for it to come up with requirements and so forth. Yes, it may do that, but that might also be out of context because we are different organizations with different policies, and some of our information is not to be shared because we're dealing customer data here. So that's where the ethical practice and guidelines of using AI come in as to how do we do this in a way that we do not harm our customers' data. And just yesterday morning, most of our banking platforms were impacted by some cyber threats. And it's just so unfortunate that this happens right when the banks are expected to run large numbers of payroll because of the payroll systems in South Africa for the banking sector. I think just about 95% of our banks pay their staff around the 20th, right? By no means am I offering drinks, I know, because it is my payday, but yes. But then yesterday morning, we experienced this cybersecurity threat, and you can imagine the panic, and one of our banks had to send out notifications to the customer that they could not transact for a certain period and so forth. So then again, we need to be conscious of how are we exposing our customer data on the AI tools that we are using and solutions that we are driving in order for them not to be impacted by such. And again, we cannot look at how best we use artificial intelligence without looking at what are the cyber security measures that we need to have in place. If we are going to use these tools to enhance our processes and so forth, what are the risk impacts of the information and the data being left there? Because remember, as I put in the information on these AI tools, tomorrow somebody else could be searching for something similar, and whatever that maybe was used to give me the solution or the response might also appear on someone else's search, and I've already now actually exposed my customers in that sense. So yeah, I think of it as one of those things that we cannot get and use just about everything that says I am going to enhance your experience, I am going to empower how you do your work. However, as the pioneers of this industry, we really can use artificial intelligence to break into those spaces which we've been afraid to go into, and also start leveraging on the different bridges that we can build across. I think we have seen how how the social media platforms, how platforms like your LinkedIn has actually made it possible for people around the globe to meet in different instances and so forth. So really, it is very much important that as we recognize the possibilities of reaching to the ends of the world using artificial intelligence, but it is also important for us to drive that positive change in order not only for us to do what we are doing today, but to think of those who will be professionals after after our professional tenure has come and gone, and how to also remain, dynamic in this evolving field. Today, it might be artificial intelligence. We were talking fourth, fifth industrial revolution. Now we are talking artificial intelligence and machine learning. We shouldn't be people who just go with the wave, but yes, let's use the tools for the best of our ability. And yeah, there's quite a lot that we can gain in using artificial intelligence. I do really advocate for responsible use, and I do believe that using AI, we can really foster change and bring about those amazing solutions. David, I will pause here, and
Okay.
I'll just have for questions.
All right. That is quite robust, I must say. And I also have my notes here trying to put out so many things, because I feel AI is the real deal, and we can't leave that out. So please, if you have any question, kindly signify. You can unmute your mic, or you can just raise your hand, or give me a thumbs up, and I'll call on you. Okay, Anna.
Yeah, hi, thanks, David. And thanks, Adrian. I'm not sure if I pronounced your name properly. Thank you very much, Lungile. That was quite informative. I wanted to ask, in this era now that we're in, what sort of roles within AI would know what title, so if I'm a BA, but if I were to look for jobs, what title will be given to a BA who works, whether with artificial intelligence, doesn't matter the sector. What would you be looking for? Would it be within the job description, or would that be is it cyber BA? I don't know, but just out of interest, what would you be looking at if you were to find job that actually includes you can obviously be doing work with AI? Yeah, thank you.
Wow, thank you very much for that question, Anna. And quite interestingly, we've been seeing a lot of different titles coming up since the merging of artificial intelligence, and we've had business intelligent analyst, which has been a title that has been thrown around, especially when you are working with artificial intelligence. So you'll be mostly be classified as a business intelligent analyst. I have also started seeing a lot of business data analyst, which really encompasses around a business analyst that maybe is more focused on data. What I always advocate for is that less the title, but more the capability, equipping ourselves to be more relevant. I believe in learning. One of the mottos that I truly live by, Hannah, is when you stop learning, you stop earning, right?
Yeah.
And that is not only on monetary value, but skills, knowledge, experience. So let's never stop learning. Let's try to remain, if possible, ahead, but let's also just try to remain relevant to the industry, and that's where innovation is going to come about. But to answer you, there's quite a lot of different titles that are being thrown around. And one other thing, when I think about the BA book, which is the Business Analyst's Book of Knowledge, it lists a lot of different titles, right, that we are given. And at the end of the day, we're doing business analysis, right? We have different titles, but we are still doing business analysis. So my take on it is that let's be more about the capability. I should be able to be a business analyst if you throw me in a health sector, and when you throw me in a government sector, I should still be able to be a business analyst. But that does not prevent us from wanting to specialize, because another thing that's happening is that you find BAs who are general BAs, and you find BAs who are specific BAs. Another title that I just remembered, which is also starting to be mostly common, is the Salesforce BA. So now this is a BA who's certified in a certain Salesforce area. Exactly, So that is becoming seriously popular. I myself trying to study and understand Salesforce just to remain relevant, and also just to understand, as it's becoming, it has been the customer relationship management system that is
management.
being utilized. Yes. So definitely, let's be more about capability, but let's also just specialize where we can. I hope that answers your question.
Oh, thank you very much. It does answer. I think from what you said is basically not focusing on the title of the role rather than what you're able to do, the capabilities in terms of, okay, whether it's business data analyst, business intelligence, is the fact that you upskill, you self-improvement, whether doing courses and just making sure that your skills are relevant and up to date. I started the Salesforce at some point as well, and somehow I've stopped doing it because you get to different levels. Again, I heard people talking about there's going to be a lot of jobs coming in terms of Salesforce, because it's quite a massive CRM, and a lot of companies are actually buying them, to actually implement in their software, depending on what domain name.
100% worldwide. Salesforce worldwide. You can be a BA specific with Salesforce accreditations. You can also be an administrator as a BA with Salesforce accreditations. I would say remain within the scope, but don't limit yourself. I know we are not just going to go just study everything. The next thing we'll be baking pancakes. The next thing we know how to do this. But let's continue to learn. Let's keep learning. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Lungile. Thank you.
Right, thank you, Anna, for your question. That's quite robust. We keep learning. We keep learning every day. Okay, Memsi, go for your question.
All right. Can you confirm if you can hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
I can hear you.
Yeah, so talking about the ethical aspect of the artificial intelligence, I'm trying to understand what you meant by getting or obtaining ethical consideration when you are imputing data. So I'm looking at machine learning. Are you saying that each organization has to customize their machine learning activities to protect the organization from I don't know how to put it, but okay, so you brought an example using ChatGPT, the different versions. We all use it, and sometimes we use it carelessly, and sometimes we use it wisely. We impute the data that we want to analyze, and it gives us what we want. Okay. So I'm looking at if someone is in an organization, or an organization has deploy a ChatGPT, the team's version of ChatGPT. I don't know how to put these questions, but
I get you.
I know that there's always a caveat in ChatGPT that says it might not be correct, but you still need to investigate more. Then, and another thing is that this customer's information has already been imputed in. And maybe, are you saying that this AI has to be customized, for my own organization, while organization B also customizes its own? So in case of any maybe litigations or any, it has to be protected. And I've not heard about it, right? I just need to understand more of how it can be protected. Data can be protected using AI. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mepsi, for that. And quite honestly, it's a very important question that needs to be addressed thoroughly. Number one, we need to practice transparency with our customers. If we declare with every customer that we on board that your data may be used for research, your data now may be used on an artificial intelligence tool, let the customers give consent to their information being utilized. Because one way or the other, especially in, let me talk in the context of South Africa, the government is coming up with policies which will protect. We've got a board that looks at, we call it the National Customer Act, right? The NCA. Yes, they look at customer rights, how we utilize customer data and so forth. So already there is a regulatory, there are policies that are being published that we need to comply with. As a result, they give us compliance training on these and so forth. Now, in terms of each organization customizing their AI tools, you look at how companies like Microsoft here are coming up with your co-pilots. You look at companies that are, we cannot run away from the use of AI. However, we can put certain gatekeepers to use AI effectively and responsibly. It will boil down to what's important and how transparent can we be with our customers, because at the end of the day, the information that they give us, they might be giving us simply because they have obtained a home loan with us. They are not giving us that information to sell them cars. They're not asking for a credit card. They came here for a home loan. But upon the engagement with the customers, we need to be very clear to say that, do you consent that your information might be used for research and stuff? So exactly that. I'm not sure if that does answer your question, but it is getting down to companies building up AI tools for their specific use. But it's a very important question. Thank you, Max.
Right, MC, I hope that answers your question. Thank you so much for that. I saw Promise. Promise, you have your hand here. Please ask your question.
Oh, yes. Good evening, David. Good evening, Lungile. I'll be asked the question regarding how to really leverage Salesforce, and because I'm a Salesforce certified associate, and I've been working towards getting my admin certification, but I had to put it on hold because I am really already in the BA space, and I'd want to just get in do the BA Salesforce part already. So I wanted to just let her know that the easiest part for you to get into the Salesforce ecosystem is through the associate certification. It's very easy. You'd find a trail on Trailhead that would guide you towards that. Afterwards, you can decide whichever part you want to leverage, whether you want to go into the BA part directly or you want to go into the admin routes. But what I've seen going on lately is even when you're already an admin, the business is now looking at admins that can do the role of a BA. That's why the Salesforce BA role is becoming very, very, very prominent. And last week, I got a recruiter reaching me for a Salesforce BA role, and Just yesterday, I checked online. I'm seeing a role again for Salesforce consultant. So the Salesforce ecosystem as business analyst is an added technical skill set and a market we can use to help ourselves. So you're not far from it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, this is from Zainab. Is AI governance an area a BA can contribute to? And if so, how can one explore this area? This is for you.
Okay, so you said the question came from?
Yeah, it's in the comment section from Zainab.
From Zainab. Thank you very much for that question, Zainab. I am currently doing my second degree, which is in information systems, and really my aim is to specialize in governance, right? And governance is an important role when it comes to solutioning, especially within the IT environment. If we don't have governance in place, even in project management, if you don't have governance in place, then we are doomed, right? As a BA, for me, you cannot not have governance as a gatekeeper, right? Governance can also speak to your artifacts. What is it that I need to produce as a BA as I start this project? Number one, you need to have your stakeholder matrix. You need to know who you're going to be working with, why, how are they involved, and how do they influence your work, right? That is governance 101, right? We're starting to now build up a governance file. So it's very, very important. And you can start exploring it by starting to do governance from the onset. You are brought into this project. You need to know who are you servicing, both internally and externally, if applicable. And you move on as to the solution that I'm going to be working on. Were there any documents or was there any procedure manual documented previously? Going through to get all of that, bringing it to order, having a checklist to say, stakeholder is ticked. I know who I'm working with and who I'm working for, and users and all of the lists and how they actually influence your project and your work. Secondly, has there been any work done on this? So that already is governance step by step. And it's very important that as a BA, it sounds like it's a lot of work, yes, but that's where you start building up your governance. And this comes very important when we're looking at where do we store that information? Right now that I've gone ahead, I've started this governance process. Where do I store this information? Because one day you decide to leave the organization, we need to be able to reach the work that you've done. That is governance. So I do believe that as much as the world is running ahead of itself with technology, governance is going to pull us back and say, but did you look at this? Did you do this? Did you comply here? Where's the proof and things like that? So as a BA, you need to, going forward. And I like what Promise was saying about the rise in terms of Salesforce accredited BAs that are being hired all over and all of that. What will set you apart, honestly, is your due diligence. If you really do your governance proper and stuff, sometimes we, especially in the consulting world, where we just come in with this client, we do what you need to do, we out, next client and so forth, and then governance is falling on the cracks. As a BA who is passionate and understanding their role, governance should be your first start, and you are very much involved. So you must just explore every area of the project that you're working on and the organization in terms of governance. Zainat, I hope that answers your question. I love governance. Yeah.
Right. Zainab, I hope that answers your question. Any other person? Do you have any other question? Anybody? Thank you for the session, and I think I've been able to learn one or two things added to my knowledge base. Like I will say, we keep learning day by day, and we keep growing. I'm really happy to have you here, and thank you for sharing from your knowledge what you get so far in the industry. One question I would like to ask is, talking about AI, right? Speaking about the African countries, how have they been able to adapt to this technology? Is it still in the infancy stage? Or they've adapted it into the system?
Slowly but surely, David. I think for South Africa, we are really adapting. A lot of people are still scared to use it, and I'm finding that a lot of people are also not sure how to use AI to the best of their capability, right? Or its capability of what is it that it can actually produce. And without empowering yourself, without really going that extra mile to say, I'm going to learn, I'm going to apply myself and so forth. One thing that I know for a fact is that there are African countries that are doing extremely well when it comes to the world of technology. I take Kenya for an example, and the innovation that is happening there, it's amazing, and people are on the go, Then again, there are barriers, right, when it comes to resources, because it's one thing people knowing about AI, it's another thing people having data to actually explore AI, So it's those things that is the infrastructure there, are the resources there, and when they are there, people, are they using it? Are they not scared that I'm gonna break this and so forth? You need to I talk mostly about personal development. It's it's a personal responsibility. You cannot leave it to an employer. You cannot leave it to your community. You have to take it upon yourself to say, I am going to empower myself. I am going to upskill myself. And one other thing that I preach across our countries is that before you go and enroll for a course that you are going to pay for, check out if there are resources. Check out if you can actually obtain the course on LinkedIn Learning, on Udemy, on Coursera before going into a environment where you're going to pay. Imagine if I can take a 6-month course on AI, on business analysis, which is free for me to use on Udemy and so forth. By the time I go and I enroll for that course, I would know and understand the concept. I would at least have a basic understanding of what is this all about. So what I really try to preach across is that upskilling is a personal thing. Professional development is something that you must take it upon yourself. And most of the African countries I see where it's just a matter of resources and infrastructure. But in terms of the eagerness, it is very much there.
I see. Fabulous. That's a good one. Okay, I hope everyone in the comment section, everyone listening to us, if you've been able to get one or two things, please give us thumbs up. Let's hear from you. Let's have your reaction. Have you been able to learn from her today? And while I'm waiting for your thumbs up, thank you, MC. While doing that, it's just an opportunity for me to share this with the community. So she has an event coming up. If you can see my screen, please tell me you can see my screen. Can everyone see my screen?
Can't see your screen yet. No.
Yeah, I can see your screen now.
Can you see my screen?
I can see your screen. ROSM.
Okay. Right. So if you are in London at the moment, you can catch up with her in London. So she's speaking at Business Analysis Conference Europe in partnership with Assist and BCS and also IBA. So she's talking about leveraging cultural diversity in global business analysis initiatives and also insights from South Africa. Okay, so and audience 16th to 18th of September 2024. If you want to meet up, you can attend as well. and you can reach on LinkedIn. Did you drop your LinkedIn details? Are you there?
Yes, David, I can also do that. Can I also just share them on your WhatsApp group?
Okay. That's fine then. You can do that as well.
Thank you very much. I shall definitely do so.
Okay. All right. It's great to have you in the community. Thank you for sharing with us today, and we hope you come back again.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure. Really, it's been awesome. If anyone is looking at attending the conference, they can inbox me and I'll give them a code where they can get a discount. And and I would like to share the discount with your community. And I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, so there you have it. We have a discount for you being in the community. Thank you for that. Please connect with her. We drop that in the community, and also you get a link to her.